ready, Maggie? Ready to go for your first morning walk? Huntington Beach State Park. We're walking up to pay for last night and get settled in. Pretty cool waking up to the sound of the ocean waves and all the surf, and that sound is awesome. Listen, I got a notification on my watch about a message on our Facebook page. Do you know that we have a Facebook page? We do, Van Trekking Lifestyle. Look us up and join us there. We link down below in the description. That wasn't hard at all. Now I just need to go find Lynn and Maggie and we'll start our day. Daughter Carrie was younger. She would say that she knew when she was at the beach when she started seeing pom-pom trees. Yep, there are pom-pom trees here.
Did you get it done?
All done, we're ready to go.
I don't think either one of us were ready to go.
And I can already tell you that all those thoughts that we had about we were tired and we weren't sure if we wanted to go on another trip, those have disappeared already, haven't they?
Yeah, it's warm here.
But what we've learned is even if we're not 100% into... Hi guys, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
If we're not 100% into traveling right now, we're going to go ahead and travel because it's in our plan. We noticed that we haven't seen any other rooms put up, and so before we go to the trouble of putting the room up, we're going to check the rules and make sure that you can actually have one here. This is our room. Here's the rug. That's why we love having this tool. We're going to set up our room.
There she goes.
That's my girl, yeah. So yeah, a couple days ago we weren't sure if we wanted to be back on the road again, but in a rocking chair underneath a big, probably 150-year-old tree.
I'm looking at stuff to do for Owen's birthday.
You are?
I am.
Wow.
What do you want to do?
Might be doing it. Looks like it's low tide right now, which means there'll be less places for the alligators to hide. But if you look around, you'll see there's lots of grass and other things you normally can't see that's covered by the water. Girl.
You're a little warm. Daddy will open the door and you can come out.
Come on. Come on.
We're just laying in the middle of the road.
Maggie just...
Walk number 2, walking out to the beach.
Well, my shadow has just about made it back to the exit from the beach, back to the campground. And the magpie is just a little tired. One of the reasons that we like being able to be in a warm place, we get to go exercise. And even Maggie is a little bit out of shape. So we're really glad that we're getting to do this. But here's the walkway back to the campground. Huntington Beach State Park, they're famous for the Ateleya Mansion, which is, I'm not sure how much of that we can see.
Yeah.
But that's what we're off to do today.
On the bayou, by the delta, there's a river that runs both ways, and the cypress alleys go on for days. If you want to, we can go there, and to be there with you.
Yeah, sculpting was important to her.
And the weather was accommodating.
Drying yard. It's a fancy big yard. It's built just to shuck oysters and clean fish. My grandmother would never let my grandfather bring fish in the house until it had been cleaned. I guess they felt the same way.
It's a sight. If you want to, we can go there, and to be there.
So $2 a piece to come visit Ateleya, and worth it, right?
It was awesome. It was awesome. Awesome way to spend the day.
And it's really cool today. I can imagine if it was in the 90s, this would be a hot place to be, but right now this is perfect. She had an indoor indoor studio and an outdoor studio.
Right, for sculpting.
He spoiled her.
Yeah.
I guess that's okay. I can understand why you would pull someone. If you're here at the campground, which we love the campground, it's a no-brainer as to whether you spend $4 more and come and visit this, isn't it?
It's an awesome.
I learned that this is the original driveway to get to the home. Wow.
In the nighttime, when I go swimming, no gators even look my way. On my back I float there, hear the crickets chirping away. Yeah, if you want to, we can go there, and to be there with you. If you want to, we can go there, and to be there.
Pretty cool. January is a great time to come to the Myrtle Beach area. Well, that was a wonderful bike ride over to see the castle, and then to see their driveway was really cool, and that causeway. We get a lot of questions about how hard is it not to have a vehicle behind the RV or the van. How long does it take us to tear down and go somewhere in the van and then come back and set back up? Let us show you what we have to do, and you'll see why we don't worry about taking a car with us anywhere. First step's pretty easy. We just come in, disconnect the power, roll that up. And if we happen to be in a shady place, we'll take that with us. But this is a pretty nice place. Don't tell anyone, but we're going to leave it over there. Ruh-roh.
I was doing my hair, and then all of a sudden, my curling iron quit working. What curled on this side?
I'm sorry. You want me to plug it back up? Yeah, I'll plug it back up.
I'm
Okay,
just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm okay. You know, I don't care much about what I look like.
Okay.
All right, but you know,
So you might want to communicate with your
he never
your wife
communicates. He just goes off. I do.
that you're getting ready to disconnect the power. That was a dumb thing. The next thing you have to do is we have to spin the seats around, and we have to take the blinds off the front. Sometimes we don't even have the blinds on the front, but we do have this time. So we'll do that. And we're ready to go.
Tonight we're going to Bimini's Oyster Bar, one of my favorite places to eat in the Myrtle Beach area.
Yeah, and it's become one of mine too.
I'm glad.
The last 4 or 5 times we've eaten here, it's been really wonderful.
It is very loud though.
Yeah, so you'll
I
see
will say
that.
that.
Yeah, maybe we'll be able to sit outside.
Maybe.
Two of us.
Do you have a preference, hot top or a table?
What do you want?
Outside?
We'll sit outside if you're doing it.
Take a table, I'll follow you.
You know what you're gonna get?
Yep.
What?
Peel and eat shrimp and clam chowder. Successful 2020 winter trip.
Not a lot of shrimp left.
What do you mean?
Well, we got 3 left. We went through 1.5 pounds. Pretty good stuff.
It was awesome.
You glad we came?
Yeah, it exceeded my expectations as normal. It normally does.
All right, let's go get some key lime pie.
For your birthday tomorrow. Okay.
Maggie was the real cowboy. And Mommy's out there. She is opening up the gate and she's closing it back. Isn't that right, Maggie? And then she'll be right back. It's been a good day.
It's been a really good day.
So we spoke many times about the fact that we've been to Alaska. We've been on the trip of a lifetime. And 2 days ago, actually 3 nights ago, we were lying in bed wondering if we wanted to get up and cancel our reservations. But we didn't.
And we're really glad we didn't.
Yeah.
Being back in the van and traveling around and
Does it matter that it's not as epic as Alaska?
once you're out here, it doesn't. I think when
It's harder to get motivated
it's harder
to
to
go
get
do it once.
motivated to. Yeah.
That's a sad thing, really. Once you've been to Alaska and been to the Arctic Ocean and done those things in this van, going to Myrtle Beach, a place that you've been probably 100 to 200 times, it's a little more difficult to get in the van and go. But once you pass that first state line and you hear Google say, "Welcome to South Carolina," it's been awesome, hasn't
It
it?
has.
We're learning the hard way that you don't have to be on an epic trip to make the most of it. And you don't have to go somewhere brand new. You can go somewhere that you've been 100 times and see different things and make the most of your time that you have here on this earth. Tonight's the last night that I'll go to bed. 61. I'll wake up tomorrow morning 62 years old. And you're not guaranteed to make it to 63.
No, you're not.
So live your life, get off your couch, live your dream, and go chase your dream and make it happen. We're looking forward to everything we're going to see, aren't we, in Florida? It's
We
going
are.
to be.
We are.
Maggie and Lynn and I are very happy that you watch us all the time. We're really, really pleased that so many of you reach out and contact us and leave comments. And Lynn's been answering most of the comments recently, so if you see things coming from her, you know most of those comments are coming from her, and she's really diving in to do a good job with that. So back to Florida.
Oh, yeah. Let's call it a night.
Call it a night and go to bed.
Good night.